what's up? This is Jordan Wagner from PremierGuitar.com here with Tim McGee and John Rinker from Mesa Engineering. How you guys doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Killer. So you guys have a new mini head out for 2010, right?
We do indeed.
Go ahead and tell me about it.
It's the TransAtlantic TA-15. It's two EL84s, four 12X7s, and it's 25 watts as Dynawatt, 15 watts or 5 watts as Class A, selectable per channel. That's our duo class power, is patented. And the idea is to have a very traditional British sound in one side of the amplifier and a more American sound in the other, hence the name, TransAtlantic. And so we'll first demonstrate here with John playing through the British side. And this is in a normal setting, illustrating a clean sound. And right now we are in 25 watts, I believe. The top boost switch, we'll activate that. And I'm gonna go into more of the traditional 2EL84 Class A kind of British sound and knock it down into 15 watts here in Class A.
Right on.
Now this knob on the far right is a cut knob. It's basically, it will take your frequency, it'll help, as you turn it up, it'll start cutting more high frequencies. So I'll illustrate that here real quick. This knob actually has another feature. If it pulls it out, it becomes a master volume, so you can actually utilize the volume on the front end to get more preamp gain. So, yeah. And this will allow you to play at more manageable volumes if you want some more gain in here. So as you can see, we can go from a very pristine clean and 25 watts, a more broken up and hairy 15 Class A, and with the volume and the master now pulled, we basically have a very diverse sound from anything into channel 1. And so you can select this for channel 1, and then we can now move to channel 2 and check out the American side. We're cruising through 25 watt Dynawatt power, and we're in the tweed setting, with the gain ducked down a bit, pretty neutral tone settings, and the master up for a really pristine, spanky clean, very American sounding. Now, increasing the gain will also thicken the note. If you want to do some more single note stuff, you can still play in clean, but increasing, so. Gain will help thicken it, but it'll stay clean. Now we're going to keep the setting here for a second, and we'll go into 15 watts Class A in the same setting. That's what we call inspired playing. That's Class A at its best. It's inspiring. So now we're gonna go into high gain number 1 mode, high 1. Okay. So this is a pretty neutral gain setting. But still, in the high 1 mode, it still maintains the frequency range of channel 1. So if you wanted to blend, like have a higher gain and still have this British sounding in the first channel, you can blend it where there's still not a lot of low end added yet. It's still in that kind of low mid and kind of like good bloom. So now we're going to duck it into the high 2, which will add a little more low end content, and then we'll play with the gain settings from there. We've also switched to 15 watts. Now we haven't introduced the 5-watt setting, which is very key for home recording and smaller like studio sessions or even like a quieter setting on stage. But it's still Class A, single-ended Class A, and you'll hear like the extra sponginess, and it's very dynamic and inspiring in mode as well. So obviously in 5 watts the volume's a little lower, but yeah, basically it's a little more squishy.
So can you give us any information about availability or pricing?
Absolutely. TransAtlantic should be shipping in about 6 to 8 weeks. Introductory price of $8.99. And yeah, thanks for checking it out. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. And so where can people find more information about it too if they want?
On our website, mesaboogie.com. It's up now. It's launched as of NAMM. So.
Killer.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot for your time, man.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. This is Jordan Wagner, and you're watching PremierGuitar.com.